All right, hello everyone. Uh, I noticed my audio is still messed up, so I have one of two options, and that is to go back through and tear everything down and redo it, or I can continue on with this video to finish it, and hopefully you can understand my audio. I apologize for that. Uh, Again, I'm doing dimensions for the Taj Mahal build that I did. You can find it on my YouTube at Wolf76OLF, which is W76OLF23. Uh, Come join me. Much appreciated. If you like my stuff, please like, subscribe, and share. It would greatly help out. And I promise you, I will try to get this audio done as soon as possible. I may have to get me another headset. I don't know what's going on with this one, if I'm moving my head too much or if my mic is too close. I tried doing my last video while not watching my Twitch, but apparently it didn't matter. So, anyways, uh, I'm not moving my character right now because I figured out how to get the center door to place. I am right here. That is where my marker is on the inside of the building. So, if I switch back to this and rotate, there's the door. So we snap that in there. Like I said, it took me a while. I was playing with it off video. No mods are in this. It does take you a while unless you get lucky and find that sweet spot. So now since we have that in there, now we can place these in here. And again, I apologize. I cannot read chat. I do not have my video turned on, so I can't see the chat. I noticed while watching my other one, someone asked me what I was building. I am building the front building to my Taj Mahal build, which is right there. And the Taj Mahal's back there. I would go over there, but I forgot to load up a little bit. So, well, we should be alright. I don't think I actually left the screen, so yes, this is my Taj Mahal build. It took me a while to do. 6 days, 72 hours. Mind you, I work a full-time job. So from the time I got off till midnight, it was straight building that. Luckily, my girlfriend is very understandable, and she was fine with it. So just giving a shout out to her. All right, now let's try to get back on this. All right, so it looks like we just need to do this top piece up here, since we have all the outside done. Now, excuse me. We're going to use the lighter color pieces here. Okay, and start here at the middle. These here should line up with this back door here, just like this. Okay. Yeah, I accidentally busted out these triangle pieces up here. I was messing with that door. Okay. So now, remember, your floor does not line up. There's a gap here, which we will cover that up here in a minute. And then on here, we are going to want to come off of here. And this may take me a minute to get the ceiling right because, like I said, it does not line up very well. You can't go off of there because the rest of the ceiling. So what you have to do is get your pillars, okay, and we need to come down. Pretty much put these wherever you want in the build. Right now we're just doing it to hold the ceiling up. This part is very unstable. Okay, see how that doesn't line up there? Okay, so now when you're snapping these, you want to make sure you go to the right one. You want it to snap to this side, not the middle. Okay, it's a little tricky, but just like everything else in this build, right? Sometimes they just don't want to work. So what we'll do is take that out. And I know why it's not snapping on there. There is no pillar. Okay, so we're going to take a pillar down from here. Right here. We'll set that guy right there. Now let's see here. There we go. Okay. I believe I only used 4 pillars on the other side, but for some reason it looks like I have to use more on here. And I'm not for sure why. Let's see here. Let's see if this makes a difference or not. Probably not, because it's not really supporting anything. Yeah, let's see what it is. I didn't place the pillars on the inside in the right spot. So there we go. Now we can. Oh, be careful doing that. You do not want to destroy that door down there, by the way, because that thing was a pain in the butt. So we are connecting to this, not these, because these need to line up. All right, and here. Throw that piece in right there, because this here is over this door, so this part here will be covered. So you're just going to have a little bit of play right there. So when you're inside, going to have your wall going up, so you will not see that part. Right here, let's go ahead and finish going around this door right here. So we'll do that. Like that. And again, I apologize for my audio. I'm hoping it actually is working this time. It probably isn't. So, I really don't like putting out videos like that because quality is better than quantity every time. But this video has been requested a couple of days ago. I feel bad that I haven't put it out sooner. you see, my audio doesn't like me for some reason. And all we're doing here is just lining the top of the inside walls. So basically we're closing this in. This right here. It'll let me if I get the right snap point. There we go. This one. But now see. I get my door frame in here. Probably not. Okay, so tear that back out. Put your door frames in to get them out of the way. Like that. And you want to change them to your walls. Okay. That. Make sure if you didn't do it earlier that you change these door frames down here into walls as well. Let me put that piece in there. Make sure these do not snap to these top tiles up here, because as you see, they do not line up. Alright. And if you look up, that gap is gone. It is covered. That is what we wanted. Alright. So now just to make it even on the inside with these pillars, like I said, I think I might have placed this one wrong. But we'll make it. We'll make it. Alright, so on this one here, again, we want to start over here. Place this down. The other buildings, they're not so bad to do. They are just pretty much lined up, stacked up, and good to go. This building here, the only reason I'm doing it is because, as you can see, it is a pain in the rear. Alright. So we want this to go all the way over as much as we can. Then we'll put our pillar in, because we are losing stability here. Alright, so to make it look right, let's go in here. And we are basically 2 away from this door here. So not this one, not this one, but this one. Okay. So that way at least they look like they're supposed to be there. Excuse me. Alright, and again, snap to this side, not this side. Now we need to add another pillar or 2 in here. So as you're looking at the back door, we're 2 over and 1 up. Right here. And that's not in the right spot because we didn't connect to the floor first. So we have to do this other one over here, which is 3 in. 1, 2, 3. So this one. There we go. Now we should be able to add a couple more ceiling tiles. This. And now we should be able to put in this other pillar here. Set 2, and here. All right. So we have that. Okay, now here we want guys right here. Okay. So we're going to do that. This part right here, I am pretty sure. Remember, don't travel around with your destruction axe or hammer, because okay, so what we did, we went 5. Oh, what's here? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 needs to come off of this door, not 3. Okay, okay. That's why. Apologize for that. So here, go ahead and get rid of that. I'm going to have to remove these walls because the ceiling will not snap to those. So we went over 7, right? Now this whole thing's going to collapse probably. I apologize for this. Like I said, watch the video first before you build, because I will end up destroying pieces. Alright, so there's 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, that way it puts this gap behind this wall right here. So you will not see this gap. Okay. So all these here, like that. And these 2 here. Alright, so yeah, as soon as I get this done, I will do a over the top view here, so you can see it, and hopefully if these pieces you can count. Alright, so this is what it should look like. Like I said, we had 1 here in the middle, went 3 this way, 3 this way, for a total of 7. Okay. It makes it easier. Start this side and fill in from the wall down. Okay. This part right here, these gaps right here in the corner, we'll have to tear this out. Okay. And then we have to tear this wall out as well, unfortunately. Okay, and then you should be able to put your ceiling here. Like that. And then you can just go back in and add your doors. Frames. Like that. Make sure you get your inside piece as well, which I did not have that blocked up, so that makes for an issue. We will go in and fix that here in a second. Okay. And fix this part. Okay. And we'll come inside here. And we'll see what kind of damage we did. Which doesn't look like we did, because that is going to get covered. So that is great. Alright, so do that. That. And we're putting those in there just to cover up that gap. Now we can face this off. Like that. Yeah, we can put this one here in. And possibly that one. and that one. Okay, these pillars that we put in a while ago, just take these here down because we can replace these. Put that one in. Put that one in. And that one in. Leave this top for the moment. Yeah, don't tear down that pillar there because right now it's holding stuff up. But these other ones that were on the inside part here, I'm going to tear these out because we can come back in here and replace these where we actually want them. Do something like that. And here, just to add a little bit extra more support. As you see, the pillar is green, so that is helping. Okay. So we got that. Alright, before you tear anything down, make sure it is supported. Alright, back up here on top. See where the wall is right here. So what we want to try to do is you know what we might be able to get away with? Turning that ceiling out because that is behind a wall. You won't see that spot. So take those two ceiling pieces out of the front right there. Here's the front. Take these two out right here. Okay, because what we're going to do is we're going to put in, hopefully, come on. Don't prove me wrong here. Come on. It's not going to let me because that guy right there. And since that is not supported, I'm sorry. I'm just working through this, try to make it look a little bit better from my last one. So another pillar down here. Okay, so on this side here is where it came from. So do that, and hopefully that will let me place a piece up here. All I'm doing here is trying to cover up this hole, but I don't think it's going to let me. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. That one worked. That one worked. Now will the floor go in there? Yes, it will. Okay, so there's that. And we got that. Alright, like I said, the rest of this here will be covered behind the wall in the back, and the top will cover it up because I don't have access to the top, so you don't have to worry about that. Alright, so if we go in here now and we look up, of course I got to replace this wall back since I tore it out. There we go. And now if you look up here, the gap is gone on both sides. Now on my other one over there, I have gaps. But here, we fixed them. So sometimes I guess that's good for rebuilding. Alright, so now we're going to come out here. And again, we have to tear these out. Like that, so we can put this wall in, or this floor. that, and then we'll put our wall back. Just like that. Alright. It's looking a lot better than my first build. Okay, so piece had to disappear, probably this one too. That worked. How about this? Does this work? No. Okay. Just tear that out. Tear that out. Put that in. You come back and put your walls back in. Okay. Oh, get in there. Don't get stuck. Do not panic. Do not tear your walls out just to get out. It's okay. Alright. Our door frame, if you can't get the wall to go in. There's that. If we need to fix that, we can later, because we will be going back in there eventually. There's that. Okay. That piece. That piece. Now the top ceiling is done. Again, if you want to, go ahead and put your doors in. Like that. Oh, and don't forget, use the vaulted ceilings right here. Like that. This building here looks a lot cleaner than that one over there. I'll tell you that right now. Alright, so on this one, top part, little squares there. So we are 1, 2, 3, and then square. Okay. So right here, back side, you're looking at, we're on the right hand side. I'll just go ahead and put this up. And repeat it on the opposite side. Like that. And then on top, we want rooftop cap. And all the way over, you just want to put this up like that. So that's what the back looks like. All right, give me just 1 second here. Alright, sorry about that. Okay, I'll back to this. Alright, it's right here. See how that wall goes into the other? Okay. And yes, these are flipped around. If you look at the building, they're kind of different. Alright. So these will go all the way up to the end here. like so. So we'll your walls. This part is not going to be stable. Make sure you are connecting to the right piece. And on the last piece here, you have to use a door frame. And you want to connect to this piece like that. You can see it's inside this wall right here. And that's what you want. So you can do that. So again, full piece, and we are snapping to this side, not the inside, this side. Last piece, it actually snaps to the other side. So it will be snapped onto this piece, not this piece. That way you get the overlap. Like that. Okay? We get that goes up 2. Okay. So now this is the back side. Here. Like that. If it's easier to start from the front, you can. Because once you get back here, again, you will have to overlap. So use your door frame. And overlap it there. Then you put your wall in. So you should have a little piece like this. Kind of curious to see how many people actually rebuild this, just because the doorways. I mean, them things about stressed me out on this building. I've built it once before. Excuse me. All right, so now here we can. Yeah, don't. All right, come over here. Now, whenever we paste these down, they will be facing out or in instead of out. Sorry, I yawned. All right. So we are going up 2 more levels. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Do that this side. Like that. Remember, this side overlaps. So this side will be shorter once the next piece goes on top. Start from the front and add your wall in. Remember to turn this one here inside out, like this. Okay. Now you see how that overlapped? That's what you want right there. A little bit of overlap right there. That's what you want. And make sure these are facing inside out. And just gives it a little bit more decoration. Okay. Now, go back to your light colored ceilings. And we can put these in. And we're starting to lose stability now because I can't put the center piece in there. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go and try to put some pillars down to see if that helps. Try that one. There. Try putting that down here. I don't know if it helps or not because they don't go all the way down to the floor. But as long as we can place pieces there, then it worked. So, there we go. Okay. If you want to, you can actually pull this over like that. And you can stick another pillar in here. Like I said, this part here you will not see anyways unless you put it in here as yourself. Okay. So you can fill this whole thing up with pillars if you like. Do that. And again, this piece still here does not want to play games. So like I said, add pillars if you can, and then we finally get the piece to go in. So you don't have to fill all this in, but if you want to put more pillars in, you can. There you go. Alright, now you want to make sure when you put these walls in, you're connecting to the outside, not the inside. So you don't let it connect in there, you want it out here. If the stability will let you. If not, we have to add some more pillars. Like I said, everything I do, you can do. I don't use mods. It's just sometimes stuff is a little tricky. We'll just go ahead and throw in some right here. Maybe another one right here. Okay. Like I said, you can fill this whole room up with pillars if you want. Whether or not it helps, I don't know. It might. Okay. Now it's hopefully we can get our wall pieces in. Sometimes you might have to get rid of that to make a snap point, but that didn't help. So what we want to do is find that one guy up there, wherever he's at. Sometimes it will snap to the one that's on the top. So it's here, and it is 1, 2, 3 back. Right here. 1, 2, 3. That looks like that spot right there. Up here and we'll see. See? There it was. Alright, so now we need to put our floor back in. We could snap this down like that. Okay, now on here, we're going to do the same thing. Good. Whenever you build this, you might be able to come up with a better way instead of adding all these pillars. Especially down inside this main part here. This part here, I'm pretty sure is supposed to be bigger as well. But I couldn't really find too many pictures of it. And I'm not sure if this was the museum or the hotel. So I kind of just left it blank. Alright, so now we got that. We want to come up one more wall. About got this thing beat. Don't do that. There's that. And of course you can do this. You need those pillars in here. I don't know if it helps being off the ground level, but I guess it won't hurt, right? Stick another one there. I don't think that made a difference. But there's that. Now, top part, pretty simple. Window and that. We get that piece. That piece. And you can use this window if you want. Or you can throw in your storm glass window, whichever you want. So there's that. And this here would be the storm glass window, which I don't think it looks right, considering there's no other windows up here. So I'm going to keep it as this. Or you can just make it out of solid wall if you want. And then, just for looks, if you want to take your storm glass slope windows all the way across, you can. Just like this. Okay. And then at the top, you can either use the flat storm glass like this, or you can go ahead and put an end cap on here. Excuse me. Yeah, or you can do these. Like I said, nobody sees this up here, so it, especially on the inside. So if this is the way you want to build it, you get your little end piece here. Put that up just like that, and there you go. Now, this right here. These, if you look, these are not centered. Okay, I'm not sure how to center these right here. So I'm just going to show you what I did, and you can go from there. Let's see here. So you need stairs. And what we'll do is take it from here, like that. And then we'll put our pillar in. Right here. Go too high. Okay. And you want to put this in for the time being. So it looks like that, like it's going in that way. Alright. Now this over here is going to be a little off because these are not the same angle. Okay, so you just want to do that. Do that. And let's go ahead and put this one down too. Why not? Okay. And you got your pillar. Go too high. Alright. And for the time being, we're going to stick this piece up top. Like that. Okay. Now we can get rid of the stairs. You don't need those anymore. And then we're just going to use these doors. Actually, we'll use this wall arch right here. Okay, you will have to put another 4 in here, like this. Make sure you double up. Like that. Alright. Now, make sure they're facing out because they look nicer. You're going to leave your pillars in there, so don't worry about taking them out. Okay. And then you're going to get your rooftop cap, and you'll put that like that. Okay. Pretty easy. As long as you stick it in the right spot. And just so you know, you can find me on YouTube at Wolf W. It's W76 OLF 23. Brother might ask me about changing my name because it would make it easier for him to say. He's trying to promote my videos and stuff and help me out, but yeah, apparently I have problems saying my own name too. So some people call me W76 off. I mean, it's okay. At least you know who I am. Come join me, like, sub, and share. Greatly appreciated. I haven't been doing this very long, and I am amazed of how many subscribers I do have in a short amount of time I've been doing this, and it's a wonderful feeling, let me tell you. Pretty nice. That means I'm doing something right. I just hope my audio works, and oh, we might have to tear down some pieces because we forgot this part right here and that. Alright, let's do that real quick. I know this was supposed to be a dimensions video, but this building here, if you're going to build this, you need to know how it was done. Because like I said, it would have, it wouldn't have been so good. And remember, make sure before you bust anything that these things are supported. Because if I would have busted that and this wasn't supported, this whole thing would have fell. So once you get that out of the way, you can put your door frame here and then close your wall back up. So it looks like that. Same way on this side. Remember, if it's not supported, it will fall. Just put that in there. Door frame. And then change it to your wall. Alright, and up here, go ahead and do this. Doesn't really matter if it's here or back here one. I'm not even for sure what this thing is, but it was on the picture I seen, so I'm putting it up. Just make sure if you've got it one away from here, you put it one away from over here, just to make it look uniform. Again, I apologize for the audio. Whenever I did my test, it worked, and whenever I tried to actually stream, it didn't want to work. So I don't know what's going on. So I haven't changed anything. My headset is charged. So I'm not sure. I'm not watching my video, so if you're chatting to me, I apologize. I cannot see it. I actually won't see it until I go to look at the video myself. So I do apologize. But there, this building is done. Now, alright, on these pieces here, okay, these gaps right here and right there, what I did over here before is that's what this is covering, right here. Those are pathways, stone pathways. They're covering that hole, that gap, from where these don't meet up with this. It's the same on that side. So, what I was thinking this time you could do is, you can't put squares down, but you can put more triangles in there, which will make those gaps smaller, okay? Because if you attach to either side like this, like that, these triangles do go into the pieces a little bit, okay? So the only thing you will end up with is a gap on the ends, like this, right here. A little gap there and a little gap there. That is better than running all that stuff all the way across that to cover that up. I wished I would have done that in my build over there, but I didn't realize I could. So, and as you see, I have to put an extra foundation down in there because it's not deep enough. Again, one there, one there. Okay. And make sure you're connecting to the same side. And I have to do this because if not, I can't place one on the top. And there's that, and that makes those gaps a lot smaller. These are going to be the only gaps you have in this build. Everything down that way is all good. once you get that done, oh my goodness, I don't know where that lag came from. You can go and hopefully you have walkways. I'm pretty sure they came in a bazaar. If you're not, you could probably put some carpet down or something like that just to cover this. But as you see, I pushed down on my D-pad. One, two times. Okay. So again, pathway, make sure it's lined up. You have to be careful though, because your building is going to go here. Okay. So you don't want that to overlap underneath that wall there, because something may not place there. So you want to try to get it to the edge the best you can. And down on D-pad. And then hit your trigger 1, 2. And slide over to where it turns green. And then place. That will cover up your gap right there. And again, I am down 2 times. I just didn't get out of it. So just going to go through. You're going to do that right there. You know, after I did this a couple days ago, I seen somebody have a video on doing sidewalks and stuff, and I just thought that was kind of weird, but I've done this a long time ago. Another great YouTuber, but I can't think of his name right now. I think it was Barden, I believe. But I think he was one doing pathways. Might have been somebody else. But yeah, I seen that and I was like, man, that's kind of weird. I just put that in my build not too long ago, and yeah, I haven't seen a video on it, so it's cool. Alright, so again, hopefully my audio does not suck right now. And like I was saying, this right here, okay, we'll go ahead and do this part right here, but I really cannot, honestly, by time and everything else, I cannot go through and rebuild all of this. These buildings here are pretty simple. They're just pretty much rectangle. So let you look at those for a minute. The only tricky part was putting this piece in, this little tunnel. But again, it's using like door frames and stuff to get it to snap in there. Okay, so just remember door frames to help you snap inside other walls. But here's what the top looks like. Let you look at that for a second. Okay, and I gave you guys a video on making this. That thing there was a terror to do. But this part right here, we'll go ahead and try to do this. I don't know why. Oh, yeah, because I was looking at something. So let's put that back, because that will bug me. I've actually thought about tearing this out just for the fact of frames per second. Okay, let's see how this is. There's a gap behind that tree right there. So, and these here do not line up. Remember, these here are offset from each other. So that has to go all the way over to here. So since those do not line up, you have to make sure I'm using the right pieces here. Okay, it looks like I just used door frames. on the outside, and these pieces on the top. So it's your choice how you want to do this. Okay, this here would be the inside, so go ahead and do this. You can run it all the way down, because this is the inside of the outside wall. Okay. Now, if you notice, this piece will not line up with that because that is offset. Now over there, I alternated between door frame and wall, or door frame and window. It's your choice how you want to do it. That's what I did there, and then I took my stairs and put pillars in between these, just so that way the windows are different. So that's basically all I did here. Like I say, I'm just doing this little section here. That's what that looks like. And on top, just put something up like this. Okay. I actually think the top of this here was the same as the bottom, but your choice how you want to make it. As long as you have a wall there and you're good with it. That is if you plan on building this. Said this thing took me a long time. I can't edit, so if I make mistakes, I'm sorry. Trying to do the best I can here to keep that from happening, but we all know things do happen. So do this and this. Now this thing here does not like to snap here because it's for some reason too close to this and this. So we'll do that and see how this does not want to snap there. And probably the reason is on here, I believe I made that there full wall like that. This side as well, and inside here. Okay, this here I'm pretty sure is a full wall, and I'm about ready to show you why in a minute. Okay, see that it still does not want to snap. And the reason being is because stability. So we'll stick that pillar right there, and we should be able to put this wall in. There we go. So if you ever have that problem, stick it down a pillar, and there you go. Now, to get this to connect to that is kind of tricky because you have your triangle pieces in here. If you bust out a triangle piece down here, you cannot put your wall up. So what you want to do, first of all, do not just go busting that down. You want to stick a door frame in here so you can look inside. Okay. Now this piece down here, do not bust these because you cannot put your bottom pieces on if you do. What you have to do is, let me make sure this is as stable as possible. It looks like since we got that wall there, this piece will not fit. So, just a warning. Since we put this wall in right here, that piece will not fit there unless we tear it out and then put those in after. Well, I'm about ready to do what I tell you not to do, and that is to tear this out. Now, so we lost that whole wall right there. That one is still there, but let's go ahead and take it out too. See, luckily, this part here did not fall. This here will be easy to fix with door frames, remember? So, got that. Now, come back in here, grab our triangle piece, and we're going to stick it right there. So now the bottom is supported and this is supported. Okay, so we're going to tear that piece out. And we can tear this piece out. Alright. So now what we got to try to do is get a piece to go inside here. So use your hatch frame to do that. And you put your wall in, or your floor in there. Okay, remember, do not tear this bottom piece out. And you want to try and get your wall, excuse me, get your door frame there. You want to try and get this thing to rotate around, which I'm not sure if I got it to on my other build or not. It kind of looks like it wants to, but it's very unstable. So, and really these don't go up here. Those don't go there. Oh, see, there you go. You got it. Just gotta find that spot. See how it was glitching on me like that? I was just taking my time. It's like, blam! Put it in there. Okay, now on here, you can go through and finish putting, put this in here. Like that. Like that. Put your little door frames back up, or your pieces here. Okay, now the only gap you have is this. I cannot figure out how to prevent that unless you change the floor down here, but if I bust those floors out, this may fall. Okay, so now we're going to go back to our door frames because we got holes to cover up. Stick your door frame there. Remember, we got to go back in and replace this. Alright, as you see, I think that went to the wrong. Yep, that one went to the wrong side, so we don't want that. We want it to snap over on this side, like that. Alright. Yep, I put a wall down on the inside somewhere. Alright, so there and there. And that's how you get that to connect to that. Now here, what I did was, just to cover that up, I put a tree there. This also, I believe, came from a bazaar item. Just take that, put that right there. Kind of covers that up a little bit. You'll do the same thing on this side, but you'll be coming from this way. Okay. Again, if you're watching and you try to chat with me, I cannot see it. I apologize. I will be posting this video on YouTube at Wolf23. That is W76OLF23. You can leave comments on there. I can reply back to you. Hopefully in a timely manner I can. But I hope you enjoy this video, and I'm going to try to run through the dimensions one more time before I get off here, because I don't know if this is going through okay. If it is, great. If not, I apologize. But on this little building here, real quick, okay, this building right here, which is this, it's the same on both sides. That is just me going around with this type of setup right here. Okay, just went around like this, and that's pretty much it. And then topped the outside off with this, and flat with, I believe that's Argosian. I used Argosian for that. I used Argosian voltage ceiling intersections. I'm pretty sure. Or it could have just been the. I think that's the. No, it was just a regular ceiling, Argosian ceiling. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, again, excuse me. Again, for the dimensions of this, minus these this side here, and that front piece up there. Okay, that little B section there, starting from that piece right there, this corner here, all the way down to this corner is 77 long. 77 long, okay? And from this corner to this corner is 53, 5'3" wide. Okay. And if you want to know exactly where I put this part here on the build, okay, if you go to the front at this corner here, down to here, that is 31 blocks away. Okay, then you have 3, and then from here down to here is 43, 4-3. Okay, now this building here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out and 3 wide. And on the inside is 1 in. So he kind of sticks out just a little bit right there. These here do not stick out on this side. But I believe it is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 long and 3 wide. Or this building starts out 1 away from this little doohickey right here, this block here where it's sticking out. Okay, don't start it over here. It goes on here. Those 4. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope the audio is better. I do apologize. I can't say it enough. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think hope I answered some questions. We got this built. Hopefully you can hear it, and I will see you all later. Thank you for joining, and like I said, I'll be on YouTube at Wolf23. That's W76OLOF23. Come join me. Like, subscribe, and share. Greatly appreciated. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.